Hello everyone, my name is Nathan, and today it's time for another episode of Oxygen Not Included here in the Ultimate Base 4.0. In the previous episode, we finally introduced the supercoolant in our cooling loop. I also now completed filling it up. We have plenty of liquids, and I just also finished doing the same thing here with the aluminium volcano. It already managed to actually evaporate one of the layers here. The gold volcano is probably gonna take a little bit longer. No, it's just dormant. Most of the water turns into steam for a brief moment while it erupts, and then it turns back into water again. But I would like to prevent this from happening by turning it into ice. And I think all we have to do in order to accomplish that is set this to temperature 0. Let's actually try that. So the supercoolant gets cooled down even more, and we can see this taking effect rather quickly. It's already at 10 degrees and lowering, steadily going down. Before I actually make this even colder, I forgot to lower the pipe here, but it doesn't really matter. It's just gonna be bothering me. You know, just as a reminder, I'm already gonna set this up. Maybe at some point I'm just gonna fix it. But if I follow the loop, there is nothing that cannot be too cold. Like everything it cools down here can be really cold. So there's no reason for me not to go, let's say, minus 20 degrees, for instance. Let me try that. Gonna take a while to get us there, but we do have a little bit of power to spare. Still 14.3 kilograms of natural gas in each of these tiles, so we should rather use it. But yeah, today I would like to make my way over to the next planetoid here, the water planetoid, and I think it is actually a rather bright planetoid. Let's check this out. We got 60,000 lux, contrary to the, let's see, 30,000 we have on the main planetoid. So we should be able to make rather good power just using initial solar panels. My colonizer rocket is right here. Maybe we can add another module. Let me see. Actually, we're using an oxygen diffuser here to produce the oxygen, and ooh, I got a whole bunch of seeds in here. That's probably not my intention. Yeah, we might want to get those seeds to another place. I guess I brought them over from the other planetoids. To colonize things, I think it would really be better not to be dependent. So what I would like to see is another unit here, and it's gonna be the gas cargo canister. Yeah, let's go ahead and build one of those. And then after that, we even have the space for yet another solar panel. We should go ahead and do that. I'm already crafting a lot more glass in order to then be able to build the solar panels on the other planetoid. But with this rocket configuration, we should have enough reach, at least once we filled up the oxidizer tank. And then, of course, with the large gas cargo canister, we should also be able to fill this up with, let's see, breathable gas, some oxygen, and that is then going into the interior of the rocket. So technically, we could get rid of most of these pipes here. We're just gonna leave in the high gas pressure vent. Actually, not the high gas one. I want to exchange it with a normal one, so we can get a nice cozy pressure. But essentially, we're utilizing the oxygen from the gas canister tank that's going into the module as well as into the suits. So we might want to bring this up as well. The refrigerator, I'm gonna fill with anything edible, and we're gonna do, let's say, 20, 30, yeah, let's be sure. We're gonna go with 30 kilograms of food. And I think to be on the safe side, I'm just gonna make yet another suit. Let's build one out of aluminium, just one. I got my supercoolant down to minus 2 degrees already. This is absolutely amazing. This is gonna cool down the materials quite a bit that are going through here. And then of course, once it reaches a volcano, it's gonna heat up tremendously. Right here, it's actually already at 11 degrees. And once it passed through the volcano, it's at 32 degrees. Oh, look, we built the other side. So let's cut this off. And actually, I don't even have to wait. I want to cut it off here as well. So it would be going straight down instead of going here. And this would then lead all the way over there. Okay. This would allow me to get another atmosuit dock in the joint and then maybe another storage bin. And I think I'm going to do just that in order to be able to transport more materials. In here, I want to have the algae, and no, actually we don't need algae anymore. Totally forgot about that. Wait a second, this thing is supposed to be grounded. Right now it should send a green signal, right? No, it should send a red signal. Why isn't it grounded? So are we only grounded? Okay, we're grounded when we send the green signal, but that doesn't make sense. Why would we ever need to be grounded in space? Well, I guess it's not primarily just to control the rocket station. It's also to get other signals going on, probably. But yeah, with this rocket, we only really want to be grounded on this planetoid and nothing else. Inside the storage bin, I would like to see some refined materials, and I think we're just gonna go for a batch of gold. Maybe some aluminium might also be handy, and then that's probably it. I just want some initial materials. Let me see. Do we have building materials? We have lots of sandstone here to build the initial ladders, but it might be good to, for instance, also get some raw materials such as igneous rock and maybe a little bit of, I don't know, maybe granite. And we're just gonna do that very briefly before actually launching the rocket, and everything else we're just gonna send over with the system that we built here. Let's maybe already decide this guy here might be responsible for the water planetoid, which it's already set to. Until I'm done with the research, I'm gonna leave this in place, and I'm just gonna do something like that in order to be able to ship the materials over there. The cargo canister here can actually only store 3,600 kilograms. I'm not sure, is that a lot? Only how much does a duplicant breathe per cycle? 60 kilograms per cycle. Oh, okay, so it's enough. Yeah, that means all we need to do is relay the oxygen here that we are currently using for, what is it? The somnium synthesizer. Oh, game lag. And we want to bring it over to, I think, any of these stations. We can then use the various stations to ship different materials if we want to, but I think all of these are just daisy chained, and what we can do is maybe hook this up. Let me think. We might want to change that with a conductive bridge, something like this and that. And this way I should be able to just continue the power line as such. Well, did you hear that sound? I have absolutely no idea where this is coming from. I mean, I recognize this sound, I just totally forgot. Let's maybe in this case also get rid of the oxygen diffuser. This would even give us another storage bin, and then deliver another atmosuit over here. Wonderful. Now, the interesting part here, we technically don't need any more steel inside of here because all of the temperature should be relayed into the metal tiles, and we should never really reach a temperature where these cables start to melt. I bet you they won't melt anymore. There we go. Oxygen is incoming at 1,000 grams per second. This is probably not gonna last for a long time. I mean, we'll be using quite a bit of that. That makes me think that we might want to store it in advance. So what if we continued the room right here, and at the bottom we start making a little bit of a storage. Let's maybe now get rid of that. I just have to remember we have a lot of really hot obsidian here, as well as abyssalite. But essentially what I would like to see is a couple of gas reservoirs just queued up. Maybe we can do yet another row, and they're just gonna store a lot of oxygen that we then can immediately distribute, and we will not have to wait for any to accumulate. Also, we would have the advantage of filling it up much quicker if we wanted to hook up multiples of these gas rocket port loaders. Let's set up some mesh tiles here. That should be fine, and then I'm gonna complete the room, still leaving the shaft here for maintenance. Right now we have 250 kilograms. It's gonna take 3,600 seconds to actually fill this up. This sounds like a lot. Well, we have to consider that with my current speed, I'm probably running the game at double the speed, if not still 2.5 times the speed. I doubt it's still 3 times, but yeah, it's gonna take a while. Let's check the interior. Is this still working as intended? Wait a second, shouldn't I have incoming oxygen? Am I doing something wrong? Do I need to be able to reach that storage? Ah, of course, I remember. I'm just an idiot. What we need is an outlet. In this case, I'm also gonna get rid of these, and we're just bringing this like down here, and I'm gonna install a gas output fitting. Yeah, that's exactly what we need right here, for instance. And then the gas, whoa, that's not a gas pipe. The gas pipe instead would just be going straight over here, right? So let's maybe not deconstruct these, and then that should be working out. Now, I'm still missing a little bit of food. Now we have 60,000 kilocalories. That's gonna be enough, maybe more than enough. Let me see. I want to send May. That would be amazing, though she's gonna need different skills, right? I want the mechatronics engineering skill. Right now I'm only using 15 morale points. So I think instead of the atmosuit dock and this storage bin, I'm gonna go with something else. Hold on. I just had a really good idea what to place there, and now I forgot it. I don't know, maybe a massage table, or we're gonna go with the skill scrubber. Yeah, let's place a skill scrubber over here. This might actually make it much easier. Oh, look at that. We got our first ice here going on. This is perfect. So it's coming out at minus 18 degrees right here. And of course, all the ice immediately gets transported out and it should just evaporate. Basically right here, it's gonna be gone. Wonderful. As soon as I built the skill scrubber and the party line phone, I'm gonna send me out for that also very important mission. And yeah, I guess once I'm there, I'm gonna meet you right back. Alright, we are about to arrive on the planetoid, just 90 seconds to go. I waited until the rocket has completely fueled up with oxygen. In the meantime, we completed the oxygen tanks right here and we are filling this up from the top for the next batch, so we can uninterruptedly also fuel up the somnium synthesizer. With the amount of duplicates we have, we should still be able to keep up with the oxygen demand. Okay, there we go. We actually have arrived. I just want to make sure we probably should enable the atmosuit checkpoint. Let's do that. May, of course, right now is just idling around. What can I say? And here we go. We have arrived. Can't wait to colonize this planetoid. As announced, we're gonna get started with a simple sandstone ladder. I should be able to grab some materials from here, I guess, as soon as May is done with her break and just slacking around. Looking at her morale, I think we can keep up a little bit with super hard digging. I'm also gonna put a little something into field research, and when we realize it's getting a little bit low, we have the skill scrubber. Maybe before we do that, we should also think about the solar panel setup. Since this is gonna be the hotel planetoid, I kind of want to make sure I plan this in advance. For instance, I would like to see a perfectly lined up rocket. I should be able to put this up 5 more blocks than it currently is. So if we put this all the way over to the edge, let me maybe get this here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And then I want to do the same thing on the other side. Let me get this here. So it's like the second tile is half black. Ooh, that means I need to bring this over 1 more tile, something like that. And it's going to be perfectly symmetrical here. Next up, I want to take care of the solar panels. Right now we can build like 3 of them and I want to put them all the way towards the top. Let me see if I align it like so. Come on, can I? Ooh, I can actually, no, I cannot place it here. But this would mean we do something like that. Does it even add up? Let me see. No, not really. Let me try this in a different way by actually leaving a little bit of space here for a divider and the rocket silo. Yeah, right here with a gap of 2 in between. That means I could make it symmetrical. There, this should now finally add up. And yes, indeed, 3 tiles. That's a good distance from the rocket silo. Now, this is just to plan things out. I'm not really gonna build that yet, but we're gonna build solar panels. Let's do 1, 2, 3 is what we can build. And then we're gonna go ahead and hook this up. I brought with me a lot of gold, so we should be able to build the cable with that. And I want to possibly also hook up the battery here. So I'm going to bring this all the way over and up. Come on, to the battery. Okay, that's a lot of stuff to build and get started with. Maybe I'm already going to dig out a little something here to get more access to that precious sandstone material. Well then, I'm going to let me build a little something here and then come back once we revealed a little bit more of the planetoid. Alrighty, I'm making somewhat good progress here. You can see I'm starting to discover more of the planetoid. It is incredibly high, and so far I've found 2 water sources. I'm still a little bit in the planning phase of what I want to do here on the very top, and I figured there is going to be something I need to do, probably a launcher, but we will also need to do some signals and other stuff. So I will be removing the outer 2 solar panels to make space for that. This should give us the space for an interplanetary launcher on one side and then maybe something else on the other. Like we probably need a targeting beacon of some sorts. And then here on this rocket platform, I simply want to build another petroleum engine in order to then stack up a couple of batteries. Actually, we don't even need a petroleum engine because I don't want to stack them all the way up. Petroleum engine is 35 in height. Maybe the steam engine is going to be enough if we build one of those. Then this will probably allow us to stack a couple of these battery modules. And then on the very top, we have the interplanetary launcher or the beacon. Maybe the beacon first because we need that. I currently have my beacon here in order to be able to transport some stuff. Let's maybe already go ahead and do that. Actually, do I have some asteroids? Yeah, I have some asteroids incoming, but they probably still take a while. So is this... Wait. Yeah, this is opening the doors. Then it's this interplanetary launcher. I had to send over some food to Lyra, which is why this is connected again. But now what I would like to see is some material, no edible. We want some steel please. Thank you. And I'm actually gonna put this all the way to 200 kilograms per shot. Oh, that was the wrong one. Well, this is already good. Amari is bringing the first load. That's actually going to be 5 shots from the interplanetary launcher. That was one and another one. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. Just keep going. Keep going. And then while Jean is bringing the second load, I'm going to disallow manual use. So no other duplicants are bringing it. Oh, she only brought 20 kilograms. Are you serious? Come on, Nisbet. Give me something good. Yeah, that was 1 ton. Okay, now we have 1 ton and 20 kilograms. What can I say? But we're still shipping over a little bit of steel. This is actually going to be a steel silo. I don't want to build that though. I wanted to just have a little bit of steel to get started with. So maybe for now I should make certain things unreachable and build them later. Or we just build the entire silo later. Oh, whatever. I think we have enough steel. By now we have 4. Oh, actually we don't really have a lot of steel. But holy cow, we do have a lot of super coolant. And that is amazing. Anyway, the payloads are going to land somewhere here. We probably want to go ahead and reveal them. So just give me some more cabling, and there's my payload opener. We should be able to build the conveyor rails and then a conveyor chute, and that means I need to give May a bunch more skills in electrical engineering, right? Conveyor rail. No, actually she requires the entire shebang. Okay, that brings her up to 26, but look at that, she's got 38 morale, so we should easily be able to cope with that. So yeah, what to do with this planetoid? This is going to be absolutely amazing, but the first thing I want to see is a rocket going back and forth from the main planetoid to this planetoid, basically shipping a lot of water over so that we can use it for our own good. There is a saltwater guys here as well, and yeah, I'm just gonna make my way down here a little bit to inspect everything. Oh, look at that, we even get some lime. This is absolutely amazing. Lime as consumable ore. I need to go ahead and collect that for my steel. So lime is gonna go in here. Consumable ore, wonderful. And I'm also gonna collect all the seeds, by the way. Time to inspect everything here, as well as rummage and demolish. Look at that, my payloads have arrived. Absolutely amazing. It's not going to be of much use if I cannot build a conveyor chute. There's some graphite here, but do I have other types of ore? I don't think I do. Yeah, let's send over some ore. What should we send over? Let's see what we have most of. Yeah, metal ore, I should have lots and lots of cobalt, so we're gonna go for that. By the way, now the second planetoid has 100,000 food with the berry sludge that I sent over, and the third planetoid has 77,000. So they are now both decked out, and I don't really have to worry about them for a very long time. We still have 700,000 kilocalories ourselves in the main base. So we really are not doing too badly. The only issue is that I currently don't have too much food hanging around here that I can really use, because I have it set to spiced food only, and we are not spicing the berry sludge. To fix this issue temporarily, we could spice the berry sludge. I mean, we do have the necessary ingredients, and maybe another fix that might be a little bit better is to get the berry sludge to go into this conveyor loader, and we could make it go into a conveyor receptacle. Yeah, I think that might be the best course of action. Just temporarily get this conveyor receptacle in the joint, and then we could still bring the berry sludge over here, store it. I mean, it's 600,000 kilocalories, just berry sludge. And then if I allow the berry sludge to also be consumed, which it currently is allowed, then we should be fine. Now, to get that ugly pickled meal out of the way, I think I'm also gonna just spice it up. Whenever we do have some pickled meal, we're just gonna take care of it. Now, it might be that we actually fill up the entire conveyor loader and we have no berry sludge left, but you know, it's always here, and then it will always be available for the duplicants to take out of this conveyor receptacle. Ren is currently building it right there. I just have to make sure to allow manual use, and we will always have, let's see, what is that? Not a lot. 100 kilograms. It's actually perfect. Okay, now before we do the payload here, I want to make sure to empty the storage. That's all we need. Make this the highest priority. May should be opening that up, and this is gonna give us the materials to place a conveyor chute. Wonderful! That's all I've been waiting for. Now we can actually empty the payloads and get all those nice materials. In the meantime, on the main planetoid, we're getting in a little bit of water again from the second planetoid, almost 1.7 kilograms per second. So this should be making making our situation here a little bit better, and also we should be getting some more of the thimbleweed. But yeah, I would say we're gonna continue with making an infrastructure here on this planetoid and planning a little bit ahead with the rockets and the hotel that we want to place here. Let me also know your ideas in today's comment section. Maybe there are gonna be a bunch that I like to make reality. But with that out of the way, thank you so much for watching, guys. I really hope you enjoyed it. Have a great time and see you in the next one. Bye bye.